There's a couple of different schools of thought about setting posts. Some say you should dig all the way down 4 feet or so and just put the wooden post down into that and set that. I've never really liked that because it's really hard after you dig the hole to set the post exactly square and then have it where it should be. So I like to go down 4 feet, which is how far you need to go in this particular latitude to get below the frost line. I like to go down 4 feet, then pour the cement, and then set my pillar on top of that. And then I'll show you how I tie that in so it doesn't slip off the base once you get it there. So the first thing we'll need is a post hole digger. The first one, called the good one. The second one, called the stupid one. We'll need the stupid one when we get down to about 4 feet. I wouldn't recommend buying this one, but we'll get to that later. First, a lot of people say, hey, I need to go and get one of those motorized ones. Well, for the amount of work here, you'd be surprised at how much effort it takes to run a mechanized digger. For our purposes here today, you will find these much simpler to use and much easier on your back than using one of those motorized ones. It's supposed to be hot and humid today, so that's why I got started early. One of the things that you need to ask is how wide does your hole need to be? And the answer is wider than this. That's why I use this
stupid one.
The stupid one, that's right. This one here I'll use just to widen out the hole to somewhere around 8 inches in diameter. And then I'll continue to take it out with the good one. Okay. Okay, now we're going to start working on the pillar. And I have my landscape block adhesive. Simply load it in here. Alright. I don't even know which way the glue came out. I take my awl and I'm going to puncture that membrane there. Let me forget that right there. Okay. Now what we have is the blocks and we have our leveling devices. So we're just going to put a bead around. Like so. I'll get enough glue. There it is. I take my block. I position them like so. One of the best ways to manage costs on any project is to take a look at your labor, and the best labor is free. That usually means family or volunteer labor, and that's fine, but that has its own set of difficulties. We're about to find out one of those right about now.
Not like it's the easy job. What is this?
Whatever.
I came out before you did.
Probably preferential treatment.
This is called...
Whatever.
This is called how
She's the youngest, so she gets the easy job.
Yeah, guess what? You're going to college, and now you realize why you're going to college. It's either this or be a manual labor. Okay. Now, we have 2 up, so now let's check, see if they're level like so. Alright, that tells us we got our work cut out for us here. Looks like some of them are. of them are not. Okay? So as we go, we just check it for being level until we get up our certain number of courses. Okay, so we've got this all blocked up as much as it should. We take a level, just make sure that it's level. We've used adhesive and it got a little bit of working time, so just try to tuck in some of the blocks that stick out a little bit. Now, Madeline, why don't you bring that camera around here a little bit and hold it level. You see, as I look level across this one here, how it kind of ties in with the base of the house. See that?
Mm-hmm.
So this is how I'm going to match the pergola to the house. So the basement of the house is going to be roughly the same height as my building blocks for the pergola. Okay? Now, Maggie, if you'll get the other end of this board right here, we're going to see if it's level between the boards. Now, as you can see, this board is curved, but on the top part of it anyway, it is pretty level. So we'll just get an eyeball here and see if we're close at all.
Oh, the sun's over there.
It's not bad. Okay. So, can you see that? Yeah. So that's good. So the pergola is level post to post, and each individual pillar is level. So we're now going to dig the other two holes.